Even though interracial marriage wasn't legal in the US while Jerry and Mike were growing up, they say that race never got in the way of their love. Now, as the couple navigates Jerry's stage 4 breast cancer, they still refuse to let anything come between them.
When I first saw her, I thought to myself, wow, that's an attractive girl.
When I first saw him, he was in the hot tub with a lot of guys, and they were all going nuts and splashing water and throwing balls, and he was just sitting there being very quiet and very polite. And I thought, wow, he's a gentle man.
Jerry and Mike's love story began at an apartment complex in Downey, California in 1976. The two were immediately head over heels for each other, and a year later they tied the knot. They say that they were initially nervous about how their families would react, but both families welcomed each other with open arms.
I knew that race would play some part in our relationship because even though we lived in a diverse area, there were still quite a few people that kind of frowned on interracial relationships. But I thought, well, I'm not gonna not date her just because she's of a different race.
We knew that the prejudice was out there, but we just weren't gonna accept it. We may be a different race, but we basically have the same upbringing. Our families did not instill prejudice in us or color. We have same religion, and we're just, and that way we are the same.
Now, 46 years of marriage and 2 kids later, the pair are going viral on TikTok for their heartwarming love story. During the pandemic, their son posted a video of the pair to TikTok just expecting it to be shared amongst family, but it got a lot more views than they anticipated.
I think just a lot of Jerry's personality shows up in the videos.
I'm not afraid to dance in front of a camera or tell a joke, and he's very quiet and shy.
I'm the reserved one, yeah.
We're the opposites.
She loves people, she loves life, and it's contagious. That's what it is.
Oh,
and
thank you.
That makes life extra fun.
In 2017, Jerry was diagnosed with breast cancer. A few years later in 2020, Mike was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Jerry is now living with stage 4 cancer, but she says that she's going to continue to fight and refuses to give up.
I like for people to know that, because I was diagnosed with breast cancer, that they should not just dwell on the fact that they have breast cancer. They should be happy still and dancing and think of life and living life, and let that be the main interest. Don't dwell on the sickness.
The pair says they've been through a number of ups and downs, but that they've always stuck by each other's side. Their biggest advice to other couples after nearly 47 years of marriage is to communicate, compromise, and never sweat the small stuff.